Hey everybody, Mike Brailsford at Brailsford Works. Thank you for joining me back on my channel today. Today I'm at the Christmas Carousel at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. We're on day 2. I've had a pretty successful day 1. I had 11 of my birdhouses to start with. I'm down to 6 left with 2 days to go, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be out of birdhouse stock by the end of today, probably. And I've had pretty good sales of my other items, done pretty well. A few of the things I've learned, Christmas ornaments, not moving. I've sold a couple, but not the way I'd hoped. My biscuit cutters, haven't sold a one, and I have sold one of my ring holders, so we'll see. A moderate success on some of the other items, but I'm starting to find out what are the things that'll move, and I can concentrate on those for future shows. And I'll show you around the show, see what other things are going on, and let's see how the business of craft fairs operate. Here's my booth. We're 5 minutes from opening today, so that's why there's no people. Got some candy. My wife bought some fudge yesterday. It was delicious. This is my first 3-day show, and I will do it again next year for sure. This show allows more resell items than other shows I do, and I was a little worried about that, but it's done well so far. So this is my sales from day 1 are the highest I've had at any show. It's a pretty wide range of stuff. Guys making signs. Oh, they're letting the crowds in. Better head back to the booth. It's chaos. They do have Santa Claus here. And this is Will's booth. I met him yesterday. Started this business and it's doing pretty good for him. And here are my 2 assistants. There's my daughter Deanna. And there's my wife Carol. And maybe I'll show you some more shots from the show as we progress today. Showing kind of the crowd today. Not as much as it was yesterday. Down a little bit. And we got Santa Claus. So the show is over, and what I have learned is some of the things I did for the quick sale, the biscuit cutters, and the ring holders, I only sold one of each. So I'm not going to go crazy, making a bunch more of those. My Christmas ornaments, I had gone, really struggled to make enough, I thought. And I only sold 3 of those. My birdhouses, they did great. I had 11 going into the show, and I came home with 3. And 30 minutes after I got home yesterday from the show, the other 3 sold as well. So I'm completely out of birdhouses as of last night, and I got to get started on those because I think they are going to be a good seller for me. I'm going to reconfigure my booth to accommodate more of those. And of course, that also depends on the show. But in the spring, I think my first show will be Springfest in Southern Pines, and I think those should do very well there. So I'm going to make sure I have a really large selection. And the other big seller is Tops. My God, I sold out Friday, I sold out on Friday by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The show went until 6. I went home that night and I burned up all the prepared blanks I had for tops and made another 23, and they were gone by 11:30 in the morning. And I went home and I had to come up with more blanks, and that required extra work. And I was up until about midnight on Saturday, and I was able to come up with an extra 44, and I came home with 11 of those. So overall, my sales on tops was, it was by far my single best seller by item. And it brings people into the booth. And what else it does is, heck, it nearly paid for my entrance fee into the show. So it's the constant taking stock of what moves and what doesn't, but it doesn't always work out that what works at one show will work at the next. But you can get a general idea what your best sellers are and stick with those, I would say. And my bowls did moderately well. So of course a nice salad bowl always draws attention. So I'm going to have plenty of those as well. I didn't sell any hollow forms this show, and I still have a good number. So I'm going to kind of stand pat on those unless I'm doing it for a gift or something. I am going to do more artistic turning, but this is going to be high-end stuff that I'm going to try to get into a gallery, and that's a whole different subject. But for the craft shows, for me, the low-end stuff, I'm not going to go crazy with more biscuit cutters or ring holders. Heck, of course, I might get to the next show and they might sell out right away. The remaining ones I have, you never know. But for me, I'm always gonna keep a large stock of tops from here on out. I think the standard approach will be, once a week, maybe spend an hour or so and knock out 10, 20, however I can get in an hour's time. I might have to spend one night making blanks for them and then stockpile them so that I can take a little bit of time once a week. And I have a big container my wife has from pretzels, and I'll fill that up, and that should be plenty for any show. So that's what I've learned. And the show itself, Friday I did very, very well. I was very pleased and gave me high hopes for the rest of the weekend. Saturday wasn't as good, but it was okay. And Sunday was just terrible. So I didn't quite make my goal, but I was with it. I was very close, but after I came home, selling the 3 birdhouses put me over. So I guess in essence, I did make my goal for the weekend, but not necessarily right at the show. So, it's just a matter of keep plugging away. If this is what you like, find something you like doing and see how it goes. You don't know until you put it out there, So, all right. Thank you all for watching. If you think you've learned anything from this, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Leave me comments. Tell me how you do at the shows you go to, or if you have any questions about being in a craft show, ask me. I will answer every comment. And everybody, please stay safe and have a good day. Bye-bye.